whoever is seeing this program, I bring you wishes from Department of Nephrology, Gandhi Medical College and Gandhi Hospital. I am Dr. Manjusha Yadla. I am the Professor, Head of the Department of Nephrology, Gandhi Medical College as well as Gandhi Hospital. I also bring greetings to everyone on the occasion of the Women's Day, which happens to be 8th March, that is today. So we congratulate every woman who is prospering in their own fields and everyone who is striving for prosperity in their own fields. So we congratulate everyone on this occasion as well. So I am here today to speak to you something about an awareness about the kidney diseases and the treatment about the kidney diseases on the occasion of the World Kidney Day. So let me take you through the World Kidney Day, when it started and what is its mission and why we are here today. So World Kidney Day is celebrated on 2nd March or on 2nd Thursday of March of every year. This is in fact a fixed day, that Thursday, 2nd Thursday of March. This has been there since the year 2006 and every year this comes with a definitive theme. This is being organized by the International Society of Nephrology in association with the International Federation for Kidney Foundation, IFKF and ISN. So across the globe, all the 180 countries would tend to celebrate this World Kidney Day to spread awareness about the kidney diseases. So why we should know about the kidney diseases? We all should understand that the kidney diseases have been exponentially increasing across the globe. In fact, it is said that as of today, there are about 850 million population suffering from the kidney disease. So kidney disease, for your information, it can be an acute kidney injury, which is secondary to certain infections or drugs, or snake bite, or certain poisons, so which can be reversible sometimes and sometimes may not be reversible as well, and sometimes may progress to chronic kidney disease. So acute means temporary and chronic means permanent. So once I say chronic kidney disease, it's something like a permanent damage for us, and this chronic kidney disease, which in short is called as CKD, is increasing exponentially. The 850 million that I just mentioned is about the number of the chronic kidney disease patient population across the globe. So this is exponentially increasing because of various reasons such as increasing diabetes, increasing hypertension, increasing obesity across everyone. In fact, it's just not seen in the productive age group, but it's also seen in the adolescents and young children wherein obesity is becoming more common. So we need to be careful about, we need to check our own kidneys. So we need to check our kidneys every year or probably twice a year. So with all these things in the background, the IFKF and the ISN have come with a motto of spreading about the awareness about the kidney diseases since the year 2006. So we are here today celebrating about 17th World Kidney Day. So every year it's a different theme. Like it started in 2006 where the theme was about, are your kidneys okay? The second year it was about hypertension. The third year it was about diabetes. So every year sometimes it focused on pregnancy, sometimes it was on women, sometimes it was on children, sometimes it was on adolescents. And in the year 2021, the theme was living well with kidney disease. In fact, those who have kidney disease as well can live well with the treatment strategies that are available. So in the year 2023, the theme is little different, preparing for the unexpected and supporting the vulnerable. Preparing for the unexpected in the sense, the unexpected disasters which are indeed natural or probably man-made disasters are happening. As you know, the natural disaster which has hit the globe recently about 3-4 weeks back, the Turkey and Syria earthquake, which has left an immense mark on the global community, is one of the disasters wherein we need to be prepared and geared up for the service of the kidney patients. India, being a peninsula, is also prone for the natural disasters such as cyclones, earthquakes and all these things. So we need to be prepared from the central level as well as the state level. Government should prepare, have the policy makers frame certain policies so that we gear up for the service of the kidney patients. Why only kidney patients? Because kidney patients are dependent on dialysis, and dialysis is done in center, and dialysis needs certain disposables. Peritoneal dialysis, again, though it is done at home, we need disposables. Again, transplant patients need medication. So any shortage or any interruption in the supply of these disposables, drugs, or whatever it is because of the natural disasters is going to affect the patient's life, and we cannot imagine the immense morbidity and mortality we may have to face because of these disasters. So in order to overcome that, better is a prevention. So let's focus on the prevention. The other entity is the man-made disasters. As you all know, one of the recent man-made disasters is, I can say, probably COVID, which has affected millions and billions of population on Earth. So preparing for that as well would save many number of lives. The other concept of this year theme is supporting the vulnerable. All kidney patients are vulnerable patients because they're dependent on the family for their support, whether it's emotional, logistic, technical, or the medical support. Supporting them is our main responsibility, not just the family responsibility, but a society as such, a country as such, and a global as such. A global community should support all these patients so that these vulnerable patients do not feel that they are vulnerable. Such vulnerable groups can be further divided as an elderly group, pregnant group. So all these patients, in fact, an elderly group, we get to see that the patients may not be suggested regarding dialysis because of their age. So the concept of palliative care has come for such group of patients. So all these entities need to be focused on this occasion. That's the reason why we are here today with the motto of preparing for the unexpected and supporting the vulnerable. So that's about the World Kidney Day. So why we should know about this kidney day, why we should know about the kidney disease. As I've mentioned in the earlier part of the program, the kidney disease is increasing. The kidney diseases are increasing because of the increasing diabetes, increasing hypertension, increasing obesity. Why is diabetes increasing? Diabetes and hypertension, obesity are increasing because of our eating styles, living styles, not a healthy lifestyle. So all these things can be corrected by us. And by us. So what should we do? We should be able to overcome such things which can cause diabetes. There are 4 white substances, at least in Indian cuisine, which can cause diabetes, such as rice, sugar, salt, and maida. So all the whites are not good. So all these white substances need to be avoided so that we don't become vulnerable or we don't become patients for diabetes. Hypertension, the most important thing that is in our diet that causes hypertension or that enhances hypertension is salt, which again is more wanted for or craving for by everyone in the society. What the studies have said is that the WHO suggests that the salt intake per day should be about 5 grams per day. In fact, when you go home, please check how much salt is consumed by your own family, by how many members. If it's 1 kg for about 4 team of house people, then it is more than that is required. So please go back home and check what is the amount of salt that you are consuming. The WHO gives a ceiling of consumption of about 5 grams, but for your information, Indian people consume about 19 grams per day. So we should cut down, though it is little distaste for us, what I'm saying, but that's going to be in a long run protective and supports the kidney in our own kidneys. So salt, please come down on that, and in fact, certain dietary items are rich in salt, such as Indian cuisine has got papads, pickles, all these things need to be cut down. Bakery products, in fact, present day generation depends on bakery for survival, for eating and all these things. So all these things are going to add on to your salt in the human body, and you are going to land up in a hypertension. In fact, what we have noticed in our experience is that young hypertensives are becoming more common. So it's better that we get our pressures checked, we get our sugars checked, we get our body weight checked so that we don't become vulnerable to the kidney diseases. And for your information, India is going to be the diabetes hub by 2030, and Hyderabad, where I am speaking from, is going to be the hub for the diabetes. So let's change our lifestyle. So how do we do that? So we eat healthy food, we don't have the salt, cut down sugars. And if you are a smoker, please stop smoking. If you are an alcoholic, please stop alcohol. So all these things are going to be dangerous, and most important thing is exercising in your day, exercising in your life. Exercise is going to bring down the burden of your cardiovascular disease, that's the heart disease, kidney disease, everything is going to come down with exercise. So if you question me how much exercise that you are supposed to do every day, it's about 30 to 40 minutes of a swift exercise. I don't say it's a gym or cardio or something like that, but then a swift walking, a swift exercise is needed about 30 to 40 minutes a day or 150 to 200 minutes a day, so that it keeps all the diseases, vascular diseases such as cardiovascular disease, cerebrovascular disease, kidney disease away from you, so that in your hands everything is there to protect your own kidneys. So please check your kidneys in case you have a family history of kidney disease, a family history of diabetes, a family history of hypertension, or your community has kidney disease. Please check your kidneys. But mind you, if you are above 40, please start checking your kidneys. So if you question me as to how to check for the kidney diseases, one is check your blood pressure, check your creatinine, the so-called creatinine which is easily available. The other thing is check your urine protein and check your ultrasound for your kidney size. So this is what I can say about screening or detection for the kidney diseases. Now coming to the other aspect, like management of kidney diseases. Management of kidney diseases is quite vast and quite has improved over the last 2 decades. We have a lot of opportunity